This episode of 86 That is brought to you by Nanami Sushi Bar and Grill. If you're looking for the freshest sushi and authentic Japanese flavors just up the road in Austin, Nanami's the spot for you. From classic rolls to chef specials, it's perfect for a night out, date night, or just treating yourself. They're family owned, passionate about quality, and we're proud to have them supporting the show. So next time you're craving sushi, head to Nanami Sushi Bar and Grill, check out their menu at nanamisushi.com, and tell them that 86 That sent you. Once again, thank you so much to Nanami Sushi Bar and Grill for sponsoring this episode.
So how's everyone's day going? How y'all doing?
Good.
Doing pretty good.
Okay, that's okay.
We were talking to a guy, and he was telling us about how he hates podcasts because they're all people just trying to like take advantage of people and misinform people. And me and Andrew are sitting here listening to this.
This is right after I had said, "Oh, me and Lane have a podcast."
Yeah.
And then he's like, "Oh, I hate podcasts."
And he tells us all this stuff. Why? And Andrew goes, "Yep, that's us."
Welcome to the 86 That podcast, where 5 college filmmakers sit down with a special guest each episode. Directors, writers, producers, actors, and other creatives shaping the industry to talk movies, the creative process, and the ups and downs of making their work. Follow us on Instagram at 86 That podcast for episode highlights, exclusive bonus clips, and even chances to ask questions to future guests. We appreciate you tuning in, and we hope you enjoy.
Dude, it is so crazy because I just remember like all of y'all were like little babies. Like I was like senior, and then I was like, who is this John Field Brown guy? Like this dude, I remember seeing your work at MezFest and going
My high school
insane.
short.
Yeah. I was like, this is dude's got it going on. Like
That's very kind.
and then and then I just noticed that like Carter, I've seen you around school.
I was nice to see your work because I think the first time that I saw something was your short film, your for Justice.
We're gonna get into that. We'll get into that.
We'll get into that in a second. Sorry.
I just want to give thank you so much for being on the podcast. Thank you so much for being here and being with us. Our guest here, he is an actor, filmmaker, and creative who recently graduated from the Texas State University Film Program. He has done everything from commercials, modeling to award-winning short films. His short film Justice made it all the way to the Hip Hop Film Festival in New York City and won an award at the Global Shorts in Los Angeles. Our next guest on the podcast is multi-talented and amazing Jordan Banks.
Jordan.
Hello, Jordan Banks.
Multi-talented.
Dude, thank y'all so much for having me. I really appreciate y'all reaching out and, just being such amazing, supportive people who want to know more about.
We're actually the best. We do, yeah.
Of course.
There's a lot to talk about, too. Yeah, for sure.
A lot of stuff. Very multi-hyphened.
I'm really excited to talk about acting a lot because I don't think we've had someone on the podcast yet that's like primarily acting.
Honestly, like with the whole acting thing, I actually quit acting before I like came to Texas State because things were not going.
Oh, thank God. I thought you meant like right now.
I thought you were
Holy.
I
was like, oh wow. Well, I got to change a lot of my questions.
I felt really bad for Carter.
All my questions down the drain.
Like completely crapped our pants right there. There goes.
I'm never acting again.
Okay. You quit acting before college?
So, okay, I wouldn't necessarily say quit acting. It's just like I was just confused on like where everything was going. I had just graduated from high school and I was actually going to go to the military because I was really high up in my ROTC program at like school, and I would do I don't know, I was just in this state of mind that I was going to go to the military.
Where were you raised?
I'm a country boy at heart. Like literally everybody knows this. I have my little country twang. I'm from Arkansas, but whenever I was 6, I moved to Dallas. Like my dad got this like job. So I kind of grew up going in between. So I'd do the school year there and like because I have this whole slew of cousins, so I'd go back to Arkansas and everything. Yeah, I just, never did a play really. Never thought about acting as much. I used to watch, as a kid, I would just watch a whole bunch of like the Disney shows and like Nickelodeon, I'm like, oh my gosh, like this is really cool. Like I wonder how they got started into it. I graduated high school. I was like, I don't know if this like military thing is gonna work out. Like I don't even know if I want to do this. I just have so much that I want to do. I want to tell stories, this and that. I'm working one day and it's like I'm a server and this woman, she just kind of talking to me, asking me questions. I'm like, I go to the back, I'm like laughing, I'm like, I think this woman is like flirting with me out here. Like, it's like a 40-year-old woman is out here flirting with me. Like, and then they leave, and on the receipt, she leaves this card. She's like, hey, if you're interested in like modeling or whatever, let me know. This is my card. And I was like, oh, okay, this is definitely fake.
Straight out of a movie.
Joking
Imagine.
about, yeah,
You literally got the Chris Pratt experience. Like that's like the
no, dude, it was insane. I was like, because I had literally like 2 months before that, I went to every open call in Dallas, nothing. And all of a sudden, like,
Yeah.
so I always believe that like God or whatever higher power anyone like believes in, like they're like watching your back. You know what I'm saying?
So what was the point that you finally was like, okay, I'm gonna make this risk, I'm gonna make this jump, I'm gonna do this?
This one kid, I don't know, like every time someone tells me I can't do something, I'm gonna fucking do it. Like I'm going to like prove I do not care. Someone told me that I couldn't like act or model or whatever, and I was like, okay, yeah, I can. Like, who are you to say I can't do this, that, or the third? You
Mhm.
know. And I go home. I'm joking with my mom. I'm like, hey, mom, this like lady left this card or whatever. I don't know if it's. I'm pretty sure it's like fake or whatever. So I like kind of just left them in the kitchen, and then my mom's like, hey, I did research on this, and this is real. You should go. So I went, and that's where it started. And then I started getting modeling jobs. But then I met this one actor on set. He was like, hey, man, you want to get into like acting and filmmaking. Like, that's where you're going to make like pretty good money. Let's do some research. So I pull out my little HP, do some research on that. And then I'm like, okay, heck yeah. Like, I've always wanted to tell stories and everything. I started out wanting to be like an animator. And I got into school for it and everything, but then I was like, I'm not like as fast as they need me to be with that. Like I'm just very
Mhm.
detailed.
Uh-huh.
And I don't want my fun to turn into like I don't want to end up hating it, you know. And
Yeah.
so I after I get my associate's degree at Tarrant County College, I just kind of I'm like, okay, well, what do I do now? And so I was like, oh, filmmaking. That's whenever I started like researching filmmaking and everything. I just put my all into it. In the film industry, you had to have thick skin. Like it is ins and I didn't know that, so I was like, oh my gosh, like I'm not good, like this and that, blah blah. We have like all these seminar things. So basically you do scenes and then like agents come and if they like you, you'll get like, an agent.
Oh, that's cool.
I did like four of those mugs because the first one was a flop. It was really bad. The second one and the third one, I started building confidence, and the fourth one, I like had all the confidence in the world, and I was like able to physically and emotionally be in the moment. And then
Yeah,
I
it's
got
always
my first
practice.
agent, yeah, my
Mhm.
first acting agent.
So do you have to have a modeling agent and an acting agent? Is that like a or is it like through normally you can get like one agent for all types
For
of jobs?
both. Yeah.
Honestly, it just depends on the agency. Sometimes they're called full service talent agencies, meaning you can have like modeling, acting, print, commercial, voiceover,
Mm,
radio, whatever, you can
yeah.
have it all in one agency. But
Yeah.
some agents, they specify in a specific category.
So would the advice you'd give like graduating seniors that were in your position who want to get an agent is just to go out and just take these classes and try and try and try and try until you get it, or is there a different approach that you'd recommend?
So my thing is, always be in classes. Don't expect an agent at first. Just get really, really good because that was my problem. I thought it was all gonna, everything that's happening in my career now, I thought that was gonna happen at the snap of my finger when I was
Yeah,
18. And
right.
I'm old now. So it's like
How old are you?
I'm 26. So the traction that I have now is all building up from the experience that I've had in the past. And that's also what's going to help you become a better actor as well because of your life experience. It's just like I feel as if you have the mindset of, oh, I'm going to do this and then I'm going to get an agent and then I'm going to get on TV. You're just going to let yourself down. So you just have to really, really, really love the craft in order to get in a spot to hopefully get in the spot that will eventually come.
Mm.
So my advice to all of the graduating seniors is to just keep taking classes because yes, you're learning the foundation of acting, filmmaking, and everything, but there's nothing like physically being on that like because you yourself, you're a business. You know what I'm saying? So like it's the way you brand yourself, it's the way you conduct yourself on set, it's the way you learn and retain information. Every single thing that I just like keep my eyes and ears open. They just have to love acting. You just have to really, really, really love it to keep going because this industry is brutal. Sometimes it can let you down. I know it's happened to me a couple times. Like you could literally be this close to being on like a TV show that could like change your life or like a movie or like I know multiple people who've been in that position, but it's the love of the craft and the love of the art and what you're doing that's going to get you to that level, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Going along with this topic, I was kind of curious because we're talking about like how you were like growing through this and getting to this point in your journey. Looking back at like your older work, do you like see like some way that you've grown in your craft? Was that like an easy journey? And then what things are you like currently working on?
I honestly, I see growth every day. You look back at your work and you're like, oh, I could have done this better. I could have done that better. This
It's
and
also
that.
a filmmaker thing. I do that with all
Yeah.
my things, everything I
We all-
make.
we all do that.
I feel like we're all we're all perfectionists when it comes to ourselves. So we're just
Yeah.
Oh
like,
yeah.
we can critique every single goal that I had. I like wrote it down. And then I was like, okay, I'm gonna do extensive research on this. And then whenever I figure out the answer to it, I'm gonna help everyone else. So they won't have to really struggle with what I went through, if that makes sense.
What a nice guy.
I've definitely seen growth whenever it comes to headshots. Like if you have headshots, they got to be theatrically competitive. And I hate to say it, but it's just the truth.
What does that
If
mean?
if
What does
you
that
want
mean?
theatrically competitive headshots mean if you want a talent agent, go to all of you like random people and say, what do you see me as? If I were on TV, what do you see me as? And then if they tell you, oh, you look like a bully. Oh, you look like a jock. Oh, you look like you could be a lovable loser. Oh, you look like you could be the lovable, I don't know, the quirky best friend. Write that down, put that in your headshot. So it's like and then you don't even have to have a whole bunch of them. There's three types that you need to have. So if you want to do like TV, film work and everything, say for instance, like by looking at all of y'all, John Phil Brown, you could be like, if you
This is gonna be a fun game.
were into act, you could definitely be like the lovable like loser type of character. The lead guy
That's
who's
exactly
like
what I
everyone's
would have
rooting
said.
for,
All right, I'm gonna log off, guys. Have fun.
Yep.
Go cry in the corner real quick.
Pegs him to a T.
And then Carter, bro, I can see you as like the intimidating like bully.
I'm actually in a play right now, and I play an intimidating.
He
bully.
plays a bully.
See, like I don't know, it's just like literally the way you look to others. So
Yeah, we just have to do John and Carter. Let's move on. Yeah.
I'm a loser, and Carter's a
and
bully.
then like Nathan, I can see you being
Oh,
like,
great.
I'm really interested in what he's going to say about all of us. So now I want him to keep going.
Wayne, I can see you as like the smart like tech like computer scientist. Like,
Okay. Okay. I like that.
and
Grand
then
chair.
Nathan, I can see you Haiku being you could like do both. I'd say you could be the lovable loser or like the the computer scientist like geek
It's the
friend.
glasses.
Yeah. And then Andrew, you totally give like comic relief, like best friend, like
All right. That's good.
I don't know how to explain
That's a good
him.
one. Thank you. I'll take that. That was a compliment.
So, Jordan, follow-up question. What are your thoughts on typecasting then? Do you lean into it? Or
I was
do
going to
you-
actually ask about that.
Do you
too. Yeah.
find casting calls that are, or casting directors that kind of look for more unique actors to portray unique roles rather than just like bully plays bully? What are your thoughts on that?
So, unfortunately, if you don't have a name, it's very hard to just play anything, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So, in order to get your foot in the door, you got to play your strengths, which is your
Just
type.
lean into it.
Yeah.
I agree.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So it's like until you can get your foot in the door with the huge production company, the huge network that you want to, be with and everything and like work with, you kind of have to play your type. That's not always true, but that's just, the formulaic way of acting.
And what are your feelings towards that? Have you kind of embraced that, or do you have strong feelings towards it?
I don't really believe that's 100% true. Like, because sometimes you can get an audition where, you know, you got to do something that's completely not you, but casting never really ever knows what they want. So they always want a variety of things to pitch to the producers or whoever they want, the client, or, especially for TV and film, they never really, sometimes they're specific, but other times it's just like, if this kid is our Johnny, he's our Johnny. He's, awesome. So I don't have strong feelings about having to play your type, but I know that's always been like an industry like a way of, your first three types, your three main cast types, you go out for those. But sometimes your type isn't available. So sometimes you have to audition for other things.
We've talked a lot about the acting. A big aspect, especially during your like 4 years at the Texas State, I feel like a lot of it, or at least some of it, I know for sure, was filmmaking. I guess we can go straight. I don't know if you want to talk about Justice.
Great
And
segue.
this is just a really fun question about Justice. K-Damp was like the funniest cameo in that, in that project. How did you end up getting him into the film and like getting him to be a part of it? Because I know that like K-Damp is normally known for like just popping up in the most random places on campus, but like film, he really hadn't been a part of at that time. And I feel like you were the first person to really utilize his like presence in the film program space. So
K-Damp is the president of Texas State
Thank you, Andrew.
University.
I was about to say.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, this is my last semester here. I'm like my last year here. And I actually did 2 years at Texas State. I did my first 2 years at community college because I didn't know what I wanted to do. And so I just honestly, I felt kind of like rushed. I didn't have friends. I like didn't really like no one really knew me until Justice, like literally like my last semester. For me, I loved like watching like dance movies, like all types of just like something that's really cool. And I was like, okay, so I wanted to make it about dancer. And so we just start workshopping it in Annie's I don't know if they changed it, but it was called advanced film directing at the time. And that was like for the seniors.
hmm
Annie, I just got a hats off to that woman because oh my goodness, just talented. Every single
Annie's
time
great.
and I had never really wanted because I didn't even think I was gonna make Justice, but she was like, "No, we have to make this. We have to make it." So here's where K Demp comes in. I'm like walking on campus, and you know how like his office was like I don't know if they changed it, but his office was like in that building that was like right next to the theater center, or
Yeah.
yeah, the
yeah,
theater center.
JCK, yeah.
I was like walking through there to go to the film building because that was the first semester it was open. I had on like this drip, I was dressed down that day. And then he's like, hey man, I like it. I like your fit. And I was like, thanks, appreciate it. He was like, where you
Just to
off to?
clarify, President Damphouse said, "I like your
like
fit."
Yes, man. And then he goes,
Okay.
Let's
where
go.
you off to? And I was like, oh, I'm just off to class. Like, what major are you? I was like, film. I'm going to my advanced film directing class where we're doing our senior thesis. And he was like, oh, that's cool. Like, would you want to be in it? And he goes, awesome, send me an email. And I was like, okay, yeah, he's not gonna do it. And then, but yeah, so I went ahead and emailed him and then he showed up. So yeah, it was just I just met a lot of people on that project and they all just were so kind, so welcoming. My actors were just amazing. I had a few like people auditioning, but I also this is kind of another thing and that it's no one's fault. It's just I noticed that the film program we weren't writing enough characters for people of like color. So I was like, I have to do something about this. This film is gonna be all black. And so I was like, I don't know, I don't care what I have to do, but I have to represent my people in some way, and
Yeah.
because stories are beautiful.
I'm glad you did that because that's needed.
I just wanted to make my mark in some sort of way because I was like, okay, I see so much talent around me. I don't even know like what to do because there's so many people that could be in this movie, but I don't even like I don't really know anyone. And so I just put out like a casting call, I'm pretty sure. Oh, and then Jasmine Aurelio, she really helped me as well. She was another producer. And she also
Yeah.
really, really did her thing as well. Thank you so much, Jasmine. Appreciate you.
Mhm.
And everybody else. But we put out a casting call, and then like the musical theater kids started auditioning. The acting major started auditioning.
I was curious about like what your experience it was with acting with these amazing people, and like what was it like directing them? They seemed like they had good chemistry. So
So for me, the foundation of every good story is good acting. That's why we go to the movies, to be taken on a journey, you know? That's why we spend $25 on a bucket of popcorn. You know what I'm saying? An arm and a leg to be taken on a journey. And we want to believe what we're watching. And so every
Mhm.
single audition that I did, that came through, I was like, okay, this kid brought this character, even though everyone brought something different. The
Mhm.
specific characters that got cast chose something different. This is someone that I want to work with because they can think outside the box. Because most actors are like, okay, just do what you're told. But the perfect moments are whenever you are just like being. And that's what they were
Mm.
in their tapes, on set. Directing them, it was like so easy and so simple. Oh, also shout out to my main man, like Camden, bro. Camden Kump. That dude,
Mhm.
Camden, if you're listening to this, I love you so much, man. You're so amazing. You're so great. You know, Maya Russell. Oh my gosh, that girl.
Canton and Amaya.
Okay, so also I didn't have an AD, and so we didn't know like what to do. And Amaya was like, "Okay, I got this."
Could you speak to someone who's maybe going through that? Like it's their first big project and they're just like, I am so out of my depth here. Like, what would you say to them now that you've gone through that?
Take a deep breath and know that everything is going to be all right. There's always going to be a moment where you're like, "Oh my goodness, what's happening here?" It's always going to turn out the way it needs to be. Trust in yourself and in your work and know that the people around you care about you and they support you and that they would not allow you to just fail. That's if you're a
Yeah.
good director and you're not having an attitude. Don't give.
Some caveats
Yeah,
there.
don't be. I cannot stand being on set with someone who like thinks they know everything. Like that is just the most annoying thing. And this is just to everybody, okay? And it's just from experience. You gotta have a slim ego for a thick wallet, okay? Do not walk on set acting like you know this, that, and the third,
Mm.
because at the end of the day, we all are learning. It doesn't matter what stage, your profession that you're in. A lot of people probably like see on Instagram, oh, Jordan has been in this and that. Yeah, no, there's definitely been times where I've cried my eyes out because I'm just tired. There's definitely been times where you think you're getting close on something and you just don't hear back. There's always there's ups and downs, I'm learning, and that's all what we're here to do.
I love how open and vulnerable you are, because some people just try to put a mask up and pretend like, oh yeah, I'm getting this gig and this, and then I got this book next week, and it's just so
Yeah.
fake. And I feel like you're so real for that.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
honestly,
yeah.
and it's crazy because I want to see everybody win. I try to be as real as I can whenever it comes to this because if not, then how does I just don't think that it's gonna set you up for success because being in the film industry, entertainment industry, it's not easy. It's not a walk in the park, unless unless your dad's like Brad Pitt or somebody or like Michael B. Jordan is. But yeah, there's definitely been times where it's been rough. From 9 to 6, I'm working at my full-time job, and then
Mhm.
after that, it's auditions. So it's like, and
Mhm.
then whenever you're auditioning, that's another full-time job. So you just really,
That's
really, really have to love the craft and be
Mhm.
dedicated. Just keep going. With time comes experience, with experience comes opportunity. And when preparation and experience means opportunity, it equals success.
Is filmmaking still something that you want to pursue? I know acting is like entirely your focus now, I think. Like, but is filmmaking something like that you
Yeah,
ultimately
you
want to
mentioned
keep
you had
going?
Oh,
ideas.
yes, of
Yeah.
course. There's like it's
So
kind of like I
many.
was saying before, there's so many stories that I feel like have not been told yet. And I know that the
Mhm.
film industry is, being more inclusive and everything. And like, I just feel like it's still a little bit not enough. There's so many things that I want to do. Whenever the time comes, I'll definitely tap back into my filmmaking.
The world needs your movies, Jordan. The world needs your work.
Yeah, I have so
Yeah.
many like scripts just in my notes.
Real quick, where could people find Justice to watch?
It's on my YouTube channel, Jordan Schwartz. But I'll definitely send y'all the link.
Listener, we will link it in the bio or
Yes.
somewhere in the description
Yeah.
of this episode if you want to watch that so you understand what we're talking about.
Give it a watch.
Yeah.
You're talking about you know leaving crew with a family and like Justice was like the sets are where you meet the most the best people and some of your like lifelong friends kind of thing. And like what would be your best advice for students who are either just getting into the program or just getting out of it?
If you're leaving the program and you're making your senior thesis, don't try to outdo the next person. Just make your project with your heart. It'll definitely show, especially like through the writing and like through the way it's made. Like make something that you know you're gonna be proud of whenever you leave. And then
Yeah.
if you're trying to get into to the program or if you are just starting it, make as many connections as you can. This whole industry is based off who you know. Try to just get on as many projects as you can, meet people, because that's where you'll find your team. That's where you'll find your 86 that, you know? I'm pretty sure all y'all met somewhere on a set, huh? Or in class.
Pretty much.
Yeah,
So just
pretty
put
much.
yourself out there. That's one thing I wish I would have done more. I didn't really know many people when I first got there, and I didn't put myself out there as much.
I just have to say, Jordan, like one of the reasons why I really wanted to have you on the podcast was because in every room that you were in, and if I was there, like I didn't know too many people, upperclassmen or anything like that. Like I still was very much just not doing too much in the program. At least I didn't feel that way. And you would always make me feel seen. Always want to know what the next thing I was doing. You'd always have like the nicest things to say, and like you were always just like you were always just so bubbly and just so like just positive about everyone's like you just wanted the best for everyone. And I just think like that level of social, being able to talk to everybody, remembering everyone's little bit of projects and remembering their names and that type of thing, like that went so far. Like I like that like impression that you had on me, coming up in the program. I mean, that was that was like a great thing for me. Like you were one of the film program role models for
Thanks,
me.
man.
To make sure that that's who I was when I go and meet people. And make sure that I'm doing what you did for me. So
No
yeah.
problem, man. And I feel like that's how it should be. And I really appreciate that because sometimes I always felt like, even if I didn't know someone or if, there's a project or like something I didn't know, like technically, I would want to feel comfortable enough to be able to ask someone. And I always want people to feel comfortable enough to ask me for certain things, like if they have trouble or anything. But I really appreciate that because that's what I hoped I gained from, trying to be inclusive for everybody, and I do appreciate that, Nathan.
So you're a cool guy, does cool stuff all the time, and so I'm asking what
Yes.
you got coming up, and can you talk to us a little bit about this cool TV pilot you just wrapped on, and what's it about? What's your role,
Yes.
or when can we expect to see it?
Whereas
that
unfortunately,
NDA?
is there some NDAs?
Okay, so here's what I can say. Just be super excited.
Oh, we are. Oh,
what
we are.
you
got
are gonna see in 2026.
Yeah, thank you so much, man. Thank you so much for being here.
Thanks, man. I really
it's such a
appreciate
pleasure to have
y'all,
you on.
and oh my goodness.
Yeah,
Absolute pleasure.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Like we talked about it before, where there's like the Mount Rushmore of the Texas State Film Program, and it's like, and we have like we had like Drexel and Michael with Bitch, as that one still talked about a good bit, and then there's you right next to them with Justice, because that I'm telling you, that's a film that people still talk about. So I mean,
That's
it's just
crazy. I didn't even know
made an
that. I
impact
didn't
on the
know
program.
that.
But yeah, I mean, we definitely have to have you back on. There's so much that we didn't get to talk
Of
about.
Wish you the
course,
best.
yeah.
So,
Continued success.
the best. We hope the
Thank
show
you.
gets picked up. We hope we get
Yep.
to watch it. We can't wait. We can't wait to hear more.
Dude,
So,
I think because
yeah.
okay, if y'all just look on IMDb or in a couple of days, maybe you'll probably get more details, but I'm just scared to talk about it because I don't know. But yeah.
Totally get it.
We don't want you to
That's
risk
okay.
anything. We don't want
No,
you to
it's
risk
okay.
anything. It's no worries.
Yeah.
I'll
No
find
worries.
your IMDb.
Don't get fired because of our podcast. It would be terrible.
Please
We hope
don't.
you have a great rest of your night, Jordan. Thank you.
Yes.
No
Thank
problem.
you.
Also,
Alright.
also, one more thing. I
Yes.
do want to thank Campton and Connor. They've been like my readers for my auditions, and like literally, like I said, they are so amazing at acting. Like legit. Y'all need to get them on your, well, like, you know.
Oh, they're on the list. They're on the list.
Okay, yeah, like,
Trust me.
okay. All right,
Yeah,
well,
they
I'll talk
are.
to y'all later. All right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you,
Jordan.
Jordan.
Bye,
Thank you,
Jordan.
Jordan.
Good night.
All right. Bye, dude.
He's so nice.
Yeah.
He's
Oh,
so
yeah.
kind.
he's
so
He's
nice.
insane.
Yeah. Like every time I would see this man in like all of like the different things. Like I didn't know anybody in the program, and he was, you know,
He's just so
he
real.
would just walk up
He's
to
a
you.
genuine
He'd just walk
dude.
up to you and just be like, you know, he'd say your name. He'd know what you were up to you beforehand. He'd like talk about the conversation you just had last, you know, and it's like you didn't really know him that well, but he just wanted what's best for you, and he was doing that for everybody in the room. So I mean,
Can
it
we
was
get
just
more
so cool.
Jordan Banks in the world, please?
Yes.
I know.
Yeah.
For real.
I know. And the stuff he said was so good too. Like I
I
felt
know,
like
yeah.
I have like new like thoughts now about film just from this guy. Like it was I
Yeah,
love
like
that.
grade A advice, dude.
Good
Yeah.
advice.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it's like I feel like a lot of people are like gonna be like, oh, well, you know, like obviously make sure you're being calm, but I feel like it's not enforced enough. Not enough people like hear that and take that. And the way that he said it made it seem like so important, and he's very validating in how he speaks about people, and so it's very nice to hear that from a person.
Well, happy Halloween, listen. Oh wait, this is coming out way past Halloween.
Happy Thanksgiving to the viewers that'll have Thanksgiving in a few weeks after this. All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
See y'all
all
in
right.
2 weeks.
86
Bye-bye.
that.
No, dude, come on.
Oh my.
Yeah,
We're
you
not
ruined
doing
it.
that. How many
Not
times?
again.
Hey, you guys say we're not doing that, but then I watch the episode, and guess what happens at
And
the end
it
of each
goes
episode? 86
And John
that.
lets him get away with it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't edit the episodes. It's not like I'm putting this into the episode. John
John, what
puts
are
this
you
into the
doing?
episode.
John, as you're editing this, I know you're tempted. Leave it out.
Do not put the thing
I
in.
think you should do it.
Thank you for listening to the 86 That podcast. Make sure you stay up to date by following us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and Instagram at 86 That podcast, where you can find episode highlights, exclusive bonus clips, and even chances to ask questions to future guests. We appreciate you tuning in and hope to see you in the next one.
This episode of 86 That is brought to you by Nanami Sushi Bar and Grill. If you're looking for the freshest sushi and authentic Japanese flavors just up the road in Austin, Nanami is the spot for you. From classic rolls to chef specials, it's perfect for a night out, date night, or just treating yourself. They're family owned, passionate about quality, and we're proud to have them supporting the show. So next time you're craving sushi, head to Nanami Sushi Bar and Grill. Check out their menu at nanamisushi.com and tell them 86 That sent you. Once again, thank you to Nanami Sushi Bar and Grill for sponsoring this episode.